Hey, it's the core gameplay. In this video I'm gonna show you off my Assassin's Creed build. I recently just finished the game, so I'm gonna show you my build that I used to finish the game. The build is actually quite simple. It's a legendary set that I got from completing the cultist. It is the Achilles set, I guess. That's how you pronounce it. But you can find it from completing these cultist. It's the top right one. If you defeat them all, you can equip the set by being level 45. So once you hit level 45, you can start doing the build and you can have it completed. But let's go to the build. I will show some gameplay in the end, but just let's see how it works. So the build mainly focuses on getting life back when you do damage. Since I really like that build, you do damage plus you stay alive, sustaining yourself. So for the helmet, you can see the Achilles set at the bottom. It gives me 5% health regeneration, or it restores it once I do damage. So 5% of my damage that I deal will give me health or restore my health. So it's definitely a nice set to have. The thing is, you can only have it when you're level 45. So that's the only thing about the build. But as you can see, I increase my damage as much as possible. I do have some tankiness in there just so I don't get killed often. But you hardly will die since you will always restore your health when you do damage. Same goes for the arm piece. It's also warrior damage. This is mainly focused on warrior damage, so it's pretty good. You also get some adrenaline, which is really good for doing damage since you can just activate your skills. Now I've got this one for adrenaline per crit. It's the base engraving I had, so I just included it. This one gives me 15% to all resistances. I would like to do damage, put damage there, but I didn't have a better one, so I just put it there. This one gives me total armor. All resistances is better, I think, but I only have the armor one, so I used that one. I didn't have a good one for damage, so that's why I didn't win damage. But if you can and you have the engraving, go damage since you will heal more. For the boots, I did assassin damage since sometimes I do assassinate targets before I start the engagement, but I like to be up close and personal. So that's the armor set. Now let's go to my weapons. I chose the sword since I really like it, and the axe is just there to break the shields of my opponents. I will go into a conquest in a minute and you will be able to see how the axe is used to deal with shields, since there's a lot of shield enemies in conquest battles. For the sword, it is just warrior damage again, since all of my abilities is focused on warrior damage plus my skills, so definitely go warrior damage. And then I have adrenaline and I have 10% adrenaline gained, so it's really good. Plus I got some damage mods on there to do damage to elites and bosses. For my axe is a thing that I use to break shields. So this is the Minotaur axe. You can get it from defeating the Minotaur. I think this is I don't remember this one quite as good. I think if you kill your sister or you defeat your counterpart, Alexius or Cassandra, you get this sword. And this one you get from killing the Minotaur. This one also have some stun damage in there, or stun chance, so it's really good. For my abilities, I went with quite a few. I went with the DLC ability, the first one on my bar. If you don't have this, you can always run this one since it's really good for doing damage. I really do like this one. Sometimes I even prefer this one over this one, the Fury of the Bloodline, but it does give you adrenaline, so I do enjoy it since I use my adrenaline attacks a lot just to get out kill enemies, since I do gain adrenaline so much. So definitely do this. For my second ability, I have the kick. I just really like it. You can basically push people off cliffs or walls if you have the range. Yeah, it's just really fun to use, so I like it. For my second one, it is obviously the heal. It's the best ability in the game, since you can just heal up when you get damaged. So it's really good to use. Always have this one on your bar. It will save you a lot of the time. And then finally, I've got this one, the battle cry of Ares. In a fit of godly rage, all attacks inflict 50% more damage. This will give you a lot of health back, and you will down enemies quite easily. So definitely use this one. I like it a lot. After that, I did spec into the assassination tree just so that I can assassinate targets as well. And it's just there for fun. For my bow, I didn't care that much about it. Just went hunter damage and target more enemies. I really don't use my bow a lot. It's just there for giggles when I use it. So that's all my abilities. For my other bar, I have two bars. This is my first bar and this is my second bar. This one is just to take out shields. Here it is. Sometimes shields can be a pain to deal with, and you can just use this ability if it's one enemy. If it's more than one enemy, usually I take out my axe and deal with the shield heroes. So that's about the only ability that I want to explain. I also put this one on the bar right here. This one will slow down time, and this one will blind your enemies or stun them so that you can go hide again if you need to ever run away. So that's the abilities. Let's jump into some gameplay and see how it goes.
Send these Athenians to Hades!
Since they have a lot of shields, I'm gonna go with the X first. Just kill off a few ads. Get my adrenaline up so that I can kill more people faster. Since it's full, I can just R, F, and I can do it multiple times if I want to. The sword does do more damage, so I switch to it when I wanna kill more people. I should have used my adrenaline instead, but it takes care of the NPC as well. Face off against a mercenary.
I'll rip your heart out!
I'm gonna switch to my blades again, since I do more damage. Here with this ability. And we're done with that one. Just use more adrenaline. I mean, I already have it, so why not? Pull up with adrenaline. As you can see, my health is constantly full. And my adrenaline easily regenerates as well. Since I always have adrenaline, so I can just do what I want. Not full, I can just use my ability and I can continue. Go for the captains, since they're the only ones that really matters. Should have activated my ability, but I have more than enough damage to deal with them. Take out the axe again, just try it a bit. Get some adrenaline from this guy. Just finish them off. And the war is won. It was quite easily done. I never came close to red health. So it's quite an easy way to play the game, since you will always have enough health when you use this build. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like this, then you can subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.